Okay, this is how we install the InterFab epoxy kits. The first thing you want to do is make sure that your diving board is aligned correctly to the pool center line, and that you have the correct board overhang for the type and length of board that you're installing. In this case, we're installing a 6-foot board, and on this pool the overhang is 18 inches. All right. And of course you want to measure the pool and make sure that it meets all the other specifications. Then, taking a felt pen, you want to use the base itself, let me zoom in a little bit, as a template. And then go ahead and mark the locations for all the bolt holes, just like that. Okay. Now when you've got that done, just go ahead and slide the diving board out of the way. Alright, now we're going to drill the holes. What you're going to need is a hammer drill, and in this case we're going to use a 9/16 masonry bit. And for these 1/2 inch bolts, we're going to go ahead and we're going to measure down 4 1/4 inches and put on a piece of tape, just like that, so we know where to stop drilling. Alright, then what we want to do is take that drill and have it as straight up and down, or as perpendicular to that deck as we can get it, and go ahead and drill the hole. Just like that. Okay. Now, once we've got it drilled, in order for these hammer capsules to work correctly, we need to have all the dust and dirt out of that hole. So what we suggest you do is bring some compressed air and just stick it in there and keep going at it till you get it nice and clean. Yeah, just like that. Okay. Now what we want to do is repeat that process for the other 3 holes. Okay, now that we've got the 4 holes drilled, what we want to do is take a hammer capsule. Now, with this kit, you get 4 hammer capsules and you get 4 6-inch all threads. Now, the hammer capsules themselves, let me zoom in, are directional. At the bottom, there's a little tiny arrow that points down. Now, that end goes into the hole. So what you do is you just simply put that arrow in, drop it into the hole, just like that. Perfect. And then what you want to do is grab one of your awl threads, but what you need to do is take one of the nuts that comes with the stand and go ahead and just put it on the end of the awl thread, just like that, so that it sticks up above the threads. If you whack on that thing with a hammer, you're going to damage the end of the awl threads and you'll never be able to get the nuts back on. So once you have that, you just position it directly over the awl thread and then gently tap it in until it hits the bottom. Just like that, and then you go ahead and just repeat that process for the other 3 bolts. Okay, now we've got our 4 bolts and into the 4 hammer capsules in the deck, and we're ready to place the stand back over. Now, it's important to note too that when you're drilling the holes for the bolts, that you do not drill completely through the deck. If you do that, the hammer capsules won't work. Okay, now we suggest that you go ahead and place the stand over the bolts that are inside the hammer capsules before they have a chance to completely cure. The curing time is relative to the outdoor temperature, and there's a chart that comes with the hammer capsules that you can refer to. The reason we do this, if the bolts aren't perfectly straight up and down or a little bit misaligned, you still have a chance to get the stand over them. Once they cure, it can be very, very difficult to get that stand over. So once the stand is over, and then once the bolts are fully cured, then what you want to do is just take the bolts that come with the stand and place them over the bolts, just like that, the nuts, per the instructions that come with the stand, and then snug them down, tighten them up per the specs for that particular stand. And that's how we install the epoxy kit for InterFab.